A scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Unloads quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Makes the grab.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Kick is in the air. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Lopez to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll go to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez wants to fire. He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Gauze. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to him on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, UNC!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the returner will be knocked down. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Tar Heels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Lopez to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Return goes out of bounds.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Lopez wants to fire. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Goss. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
How many 1st downs is that alone, you know, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Tar Heels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Lopez to pass. Caught. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips a and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over ULM. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're setting up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Gets it out quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Going downfield for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Fair catch, called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The delay of game pushes the offense back.
Let's go. Right. Single.
He wants to change this route. Lopez wants to fire. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
The Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Leaves it with the back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lopez to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Try to get it to the edge. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's shipped. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now from inside the red zone. Quarterback now breaking the field. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. He's got him. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Off play action. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself. So I love the big fella getting the football.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Bring in the heat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
So they aren't concerned about trying to tie the game. They'll leave the offense on the field and try to take the lead on fourth down. Off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gets the back moving. Shakes off the defender. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. So first down will open up the final period. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Lopez wants to fire. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Turning it on. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
With jet sweep pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide.
On the play. Now, a fourth down.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Hall. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Oh, they're after him. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Gauze. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And they scoop it up in the end zone. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the 1st down marker. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 13 over ULM. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hall. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. And the Tar Heels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Hall. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back, go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with the victory.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Here's a throw downfield late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Working that left side now. Oh, a lot of space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense still with a couple of timeouts. They can force the issue, make the offense snap it again as they take a knee on this one. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd